The quiet hush of evening descends upon us, much like the soft twilight settling over a sprawling field in Kansas, painting the horizon in hues of lavender and muted gold. Or perhaps it's the gentle hum of city life softening into a distant murmur as lights begin to twinkle in apartments across a Brooklyn neighborhood. Wherever you are, I invite you to settle into that space, to let your awareness drift inwards, away from the day's lingering echoes, towards something profoundly simple, yet endlessly vital, the tranquil slumber of a familiar creature. Imagine, for a moment, the vast, silent embrace of a forest at night. Picture yourself standing at the very edge of a deep, ancient woodland, perhaps like the towering redwood forests that stretch along the misty coast of Northern California, or the sprawling, whispering pine forests that carpet the rolling hills of North Carolina. As the last sliver of daylight recedes beyond the distant peaks, a profound transformation begins. The vibrant greens of day soften into deeper, richer hues, eventually giving way to the pervasive, velvety darkness. Yet this darkness is not empty or menacing. It is a profound, comforting presence, a vast, soft, velvet curtain drawing closed around the world, inviting a sense of peace and a quiet surrender. In this nocturnal embrace, the forest takes on a different character. The rustle of leaves, which might be a lively chorus during the day, becomes a gentle, almost imperceptible whisper, carried on the softest breeze. Like the distant, soothing sigh of a lullaby, the scent of damp earth, of pine needles, and of hidden mosses becomes more potent, a rich, earthy perfume that grounds you firmly in the present moment. The towering trees, which once stretched towards the sun, now stand as silent, unwavering sentinels, their ancient branches forming a protective canopy against the vast, star-dusted sky, much like the enduring strength of the oak trees that have stood for centuries in the historic parks of Boston. Now, within this encompassing quiet, let your mind gently alight upon the image of a creature, one you know well, finding its peaceful repose. Perhaps it's a white-tailed deer, nestled deep within a thicket in the rolling hills of rural Virginia. The deer, having grazed throughout the day, its senses sharp and alert to every rustle and scent, now yields to the profound call of rest. Its slender legs are folded beneath its body, its head gently tucked, its large, watchful eyes softly closed. Its breath is slow, steady, and barely perceptible, a gentle rhythm that mirrors the quiet pulse of the forest around it. This creature, in its slumber, embodies pure trust and vulnerability. It has surrendered its vigilance, released the need for constant alertness, and allowed the deep, ancient wisdom of its body to take over. It trusts the darkness to cloak it, the dense foliage to conceal it, and the very stillness of the night to offer a protective embrace. This is not a forced sleep, but a natural, unhurried descent into profound stillness, a daily ritual of letting go that is essential for its survival and well-being. Its quiet breathing is a testament to this deep trust, a gentle exhalation of the day's concerns, and an inhalation of pure, unadulterated peace. Consider the absolute simplicity of this animal's sleep. There are no anxious thoughts about tomorrow, no lingering regrets about yesterday. There is only the profound present moment, a soft current of being carried on the gentle tide of its own breath. This purity of rest is a powerful lesson, reminding us that true peace often lies in shedding the complex layers of human thought and returning to a more primal, instinctual state of surrender. The deer, in its unburdened sleep, is perfectly aligned with the Earth's natural rhythms, a silent echo of the planet's own vast, slow breaths. The ground beneath the deer is cool and yielding, cradling its form, offering a secure foundation for its rest. The subtle scents of the earth, the faint hint of distant wildflowers, and the clean, crisp air of the night create a perfect sensory cocoon, enveloping it in nature's most soothing lullaby. Even the smallest creatures that share this space, a gentle field mouse scurrying through the undergrowth, a silent owl gliding overhead, are part of this vast, interconnected lullaby, their movements barely disturbing the profound quiet. This deep, encompassing quietude is where the most subtle of wonders can begin to reveal themselves. When the clamor of the day fades and the bright, overwhelming light of the sun withdraws, the world allows its more delicate, hidden phenomena to emerge. Just as certain nocturnal flowers in the desert of Arizona only bloom under the moon's soft glow, or the faintest constellations become visible only in the absence of city lights, so too does the forest hold its secret luminosities for those who wait patiently in its unlit embrace. These are not dramatic, attention-grabbing displays, but rather humble, whispering lights, easily missed by the hurried or the unobservant, waiting to be discovered by the quiet, receptive heart. The very act of imagining yourself observing such a tranquil scene, a creature completely at peace in its natural slumber, is an invitation for your own body and mind to mimic its stillness. Allow the profound calm of this image to permeate your being, relaxing any lingering tension in your muscles, quieting any remaining chatter in your thoughts. Let the subtle, earthy scents of the forest floor, the soft, cool touch of the night air, and the gentle whispers of the distant wind lull you deeper into a state of profound relaxation. There is nothing left to do, nowhere left to be, except to simply exist within this comforting darkness, cradled by the ancient sentinels of the trees and guided by the tranquil example of the sleeping deer. The enduring silence of the forest at night is a testament to the earth's own deep, patient breath. It is a reminder that even in its busiest moments, the planet always returns to this profound quiet, this state of rest and renewal. The trees stand, rooted and unmoving, drawing sustenance from the earth and light from the distant stars, embodying a timeless stillness that invites us to join them in their nightly repose. They do not rush, they do not strive, they simply are, existing in a state of harmonious balance, a lesson in gentle being for all who listen. This profound peace is not something that needs to be sought or achieved. It is already present, waiting for you to simply acknowledge its presence and allow yourself to sink into its embracing stillness. Consider the rhythm of the animal's sleep, a perfect mirror of the earth's own ancient cycles of rest and activity. The deer, like countless other creatures across the vast landscapes of America, from the quiet bears in the Rocky Mountains to the gentle foxes in the rolling farmlands of the Midwest, honors this fundamental rhythm without question. It simply yields to the deep biological imperative, allowing its consciousness to recede into the restorative depths of slumber. This instinctive surrender is a profound act of wisdom, a recognition that true strength and vitality are born from periods of deep rest, a gentle contrast to the relentless striving of the waking world. This quiet, enveloping darkness is where the most subtle of wonders can begin to reveal themselves. When the clamor of the day fades and the bright, overwhelming light of the sun withdraws, the world allows its more delicate, hidden phenomena to emerge. Just as certain nocturnal flowers in the desert of Arizona only bloom under the moon's soft glow, or the faintest constellations become visible only in the absence of city lights, so too does the forest hold its secret luminosities for those who wait patiently in its unlit embrace. These are not dramatic, attention-grabbing displays, but rather humble, whispering lights, easily missed by the hurried or the unobservant, waiting to be discovered by the quiet, receptive heart. So, as you breathe now, deeply and slowly, allow the image of this familiar forest at night and the tranquil slumber of its quiet inhabitant to envelop you completely. Feel the softness of the darkness, the gentle protection of the trees, and the profound stillness that permeates every leaf and every root. Release any remaining anxieties, any lingering thoughts about the day, allowing them to gently dissolve into the vast, comforting quiet around you. There is only peace, only stillness, only the quiet, rhythmic breath of the forest, and your own gentle sigh as you prepare for a deeper, more restorative rest. Let the tranquil slumber of a familiar creature guide you into your own peaceful dreams. As the tranquil slumber of the familiar creature settles into our awareness, having invited us into the quiet embrace of the nocturnal forest, our journey now gently widens its perspective. Tonight, we will begin to explore the intricate, silent weaving of life's tapestry, understanding how no single creature, no single tree, truly exists in isolation, but rather as an essential thread within a grand, interconnected design. Imagine this vast network not as a rigid structure, but as a gently undulating fabric, subtly shifting with the currents of energy and life, much like the delicate, interwoven threads of a spider's web, glistening with morning dew in a quiet garden in Ohio, or the vast, complex root systems of ancient redwood trees in California, sharing resources beneath the forest floor. Consider a familiar ecosystem, perhaps a lush green forest in the Pacific Northwest during its prime autumn months, where the air is crisp with the scent of pine and damp earth. Here, the towering Douglas firs and graceful western hemlocks reach towards the sky, their branches forming a protective, whispering canopy. But they are not alone. Beneath them, a rich tapestry of life thrives, interwoven in ways both seen and unseen. Delicate ferns unfurl their fronds, mosses carpet the ancient fallen logs, and countless fungi, both visible and microscopic, silently carry out their vital work of decomposition, returning nutrients to the earth. Every single organism in this forest, from the smallest bacterium inhabiting a speck of soil to the largest elk grazing in a sun-dappled clearing, is a necessary component, a unique and irreplaceable thread in this vast living network. Think of the soil itself, a universe teeming with microscopic life bacteria, fungi, and tiny invertebrates. These unseen workers are constantly transforming decaying leaves and wood into rich, dark earth, making nutrients available for the towering trees. They are the quiet foundation, the invisible hands that perpetually renew the very ground upon which all other life depends. Without their tireless, unhurried work, the entire forest ecosystem would slowly wither. Now, contemplate the intricate dance between plants and animals. The majestic trees, with their broad leaves and deep roots, are the primary producers, converting sunlight into life-giving energy through the quiet magic of photosynthesis. They provide shelter, sustenance, and the very air we breathe. A curious squirrel, perhaps, gathers nuts from an oak tree in the sprawling forests of New England, aiding in seed dispersal as it buries its winter stores. A delicate hummingbird sips nectar from a vibrant wildflower in a meadow in Colorado, inadvertently carrying pollen from one blossom to another, ensuring the plant's future generations. These are not isolated interactions, but gentle exchanges, moments of subtle cooperation that sustain both species and strengthen the overall health of the ecosystem. Even the acts that seem like consumption are part of this greater design. A swift-winged hawk circling gracefully high above the plains of Montana might gently descend to catch a field mouse. This act, though it might appear singular, is woven into the larger flow of energy, connecting predator and prey in a timeless cycle. The mouse, having fed on seeds, provides energy for the hawk, which in turn helps regulate the mouse population, preventing it from overwhelming its own food sources. This is the rhythmic pulse of the food web, a dynamic ballet of give and take, ensuring that energy flows continuously through the system, maintaining its delicate balance. Consider also the unseen communications that bind these creatures. The subtle scent markers left by a fox along a trail in an Alaskan wilderness, signaling its presence to other foxes. The intricate, almost imperceptible vibrations in the ground that alert a rabbit to the approach of a distant predator. The specific calls and chirps exchanged between birds in a Florida swamp, conveying warnings or identifying territories. These are silent, often unspoken conversations, a constant exchange of information that allows life to navigate its environment, to find resources, and to avoid harm. It's a continuous, intuitive dialogue, a testament to the profound awareness that permeates the natural world far beyond human language. The concept of a keystone species beautifully illustrates this interconnectedness. Imagine a specific type of sea otter gracefully floating in the kelp forests off the coast of California. These seemingly individual creatures play a disproportionately vital role in maintaining the health of the entire kelp forest ecosystem by preying on sea urchins, which would otherwise overgraze the kelp. Their presence ensures the flourishing of a vast underwater world, demonstrating how the health of one small part can reverberate throughout the entire system, a gentle reminder of the profound impact each thread has on the whole tapestry. This vast, intricate web of life is also remarkably resilient. When one thread weakens or breaks, the other threads can often subtly adjust, adapting to the change, striving to maintain the overall integrity of the fabric. This capacity for self-correction, for gentle rebalancing, is a testament to nature's profound wisdom and its inherent ability to find harmony, even amidst flux. It's like a finely tuned instrument that, when one string is slightly out of tune, allows the others to compensate, still producing a beautiful, harmonious melody. Allow yourself to feel the comforting embrace of this interconnectedness. Now, you, too, are a part of this vast, living tapestry. Your breath is linked to the breath of the trees. The water you drink is part of the earth's ancient cycle, and the food you consume is a gift from the living planet. There is a deep peace in this realization, a profound sense of belonging to something immensely greater and wiser than yourself. It dissolves the illusion of separation and replaces it with a gentle, encompassing sense of unity. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this intricate, silent weaving of life's tapestry. Imagine the countless threads, the trees, the animals, the unseen microbes all connected in a beautiful, harmonious dance. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing this delicate balance, this ceaseless cooperation, this quiet, enduring interconnectedness of all living things. There is no urgency here, only a gentle, rhythmic flow of life, each part supporting the whole. Let this profound awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet acceptance of the earth's boundless wisdom and the soothing embrace of its living web. As the intricate, silent weaving of life's tapestry settles gently in our awareness, having shown us the profound interconnectedness of all living things, our journey now turns its gaze towards the very essence of life's cycles, the deep, rhythmic breath of the ancient forest. Imagine this not as a fleeting exhalation, but as a vast, continuous exchange, a patient conversation between the towering trees and the very air that envelops our planet, much like the slow, steady rise and fall of a vast ocean tide along the rugged coastline of Oregon, or the unhurried, gentle turning of the seasons across the immense plains of North Dakota. The forest, in its profound wisdom and ancient patience, is more than just a collection of trees. It is a living, breathing entity, perpetually engaged in the most fundamental exchange of life. At the heart of this majestic process lies photosynthesis, the silent, miraculous alchemy where trees and other green plants gently draw in sunlight, transforming its pure energy into the very building blocks of life. They absorb the invisible threads of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, a gas that we exhale and that the Earth's systems naturally produce. And with the help of water drawn from the Earth, they perform a quiet miracle. Through this process, they gently release oxygen back into the air, the very breath that sustains nearly all life on our planet. Think of each leaf on every tree in a vast forest, perhaps the sprawling national forests of Montana, as a tiny dedicated solar panel, silently converting the sun's benevolent rays into nourishment. As sunlight warms its surface, the leaf, with its intricate network of veins, begins its quiet work. It's a continuous, unhurried intake of carbon dioxide, a gentle siphoning from the atmosphere, followed by a steady, rhythmic exhalation of life-giving oxygen. This is the inhale of the forest, a profound global breath that purifies and renews the air, keeping the atmosphere in a delicate, life-sustaining balance. But the breath of the forest is a two-part symphony. While trees take in carbon dioxide during the day through photosynthesis, they also release it, along with oxygen, during a process called respiration, which occurs both day and night. However, the sheer scale of daytime photosynthesis, especially in a dense, thriving forest, far outweighs the carbon dioxide released through respiration. This balance is what makes forests the great lungs of the earth, continuously cycling vital gases and ensuring the atmospheric equilibrium necessary for life to flourish. Consider also the exhale of the forest, which is just as vital. When leaves fall and gently carpet the forest floor, when ancient branches finally yield to gravity, or when a majestic tree completes its long, patient life cycle and returns to the earth, a different kind of breathing begins. Microscopic organisms, bacteria, fungi, and countless other decomposers, like those in the rich, dark soil of an old growth forest in Washington state, take over. They silently begin the work of breaking down this organic matter, returning its stored nutrients to the soil in a process called decomposition. As these quiet decomposers work their magic, they too release carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere. This is the forest's gentle sigh, a slow, continuous exhalation that completes the carbon cycle, ensuring that the elements of life are perpetually recycled, never truly disappearing, but simply transforming and returning to nourish new growth. It's a profound testament to the Earth's elegant design, a system of perpetual renewal where nothing is truly lost, but merely changes form in an unending dance of transformation. This constant rhythmic exchange, the intake of carbon dioxide and release of oxygen by living plants, and the release of carbon dioxide during decomposition, forms the pulse of the carbon cycle. It's a vast, intricate dance of elements, a quiet conversation between the living and the decaying, ensuring that life continues to flourish across the planet. The scale of this process is immense, yet it unfolds with an unhurried grace, a testament to the Earth's profound patience and its innate capacity for self-regulation. Imagine this cycle unfolding across vast, diverse landscapes, from the humid, ancient cypress swamps of Louisiana, where tangled roots breathe deeply in the wet earth, to the sprawling boreal forests of Alaska, silently absorbing carbon in their vast, cold embrace. Every forest, every patch of green, every single blade of grass contributes to this global breath, this essential exchange that maintains the very composition of the air we all share. This interconnectedness fosters a deep sense of belonging, a quiet reassurance that we are intimately linked to the planet's vast living processes. The deep, rhythmic breath of the ancient forest is also a metaphor for nature's resilience and enduring patience. Forests have witnessed millennia of change, weathering storms, droughts, and fires, yet they always return, always continue their quiet work of breathing and renewing. They teach us that even after periods of intense activity or challenge, there is always a return to the quiet rhythm, a natural tendency towards balance and restoration. This wisdom can be profoundly calming, inviting us to trust in our own capacity for renewal, to simply breathe and allow our own rhythms to return to a state of profound peace. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the deep, rhythmic breath of the ancient forest. Imagine the towering trees, silently drawing in light and air, gently releasing oxygen back into the atmosphere. Feel the quiet work of decomposition, returning vital nutrients to the earth, completing the circle of life. There is a deep peace in this ceaseless exchange, this continuous flow of energy and matter, this profound, patient conversation between the living world and the air around us. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the earth's enduring rhythms and its profound, constant vitality. As the deep, rhythmic breath of the ancient forest gently pervades our senses, having revealed the silent, continuous exchange of life-giving gases, our journey now turns its focus to an even more subtle, yet profoundly intricate aspect of ecosystems, the hidden conversations of the senses. Imagine this not as a symphony of audible sounds, but as a vast, ethereal network of whispers, scents, and barely perceptible vibrations, a continuous unspoken dialogue flowing through the air, the water, and the very earth itself, much like the gentle, almost imperceptible hum of cicadas on a hot summer afternoon in the vast forests of Georgia, or the intricate, silent dance of scent molecules carried on a light breeze through the vast open plains of Kansas. In the bustling, often loud human world, our primary mode of communication is often through spoken words, but in the natural world, particularly within the quiet embrace of an ecosystem, the language is far more nuanced, far more ancient, and infinitely more subtle. Animals, plants, and even microscopic organisms are constantly communicating, sending and receiving signals through a rich tapestry of sensory information that our conscious minds often overlook. This is a perpetual unspoken exchange, a continuous flow of data that shapes behavior, guides interactions, and maintains the delicate balance of the entire living community. Consider, for a moment, the profound language of scent. For many creatures, particularly mammals in a dense woodland like those found in the Redwood National Park of Northern California, the world is painted in odors, each telling a silent story. A deer might leave a specific scent marker on a tree branch, a quiet announcement of its presence or its territorial claim. A fox might follow the faint, invisible trail of a rabbit, its keen nose detecting the subtle chemical signatures left behind. These aren't loud pronouncements. They are delicate, intricate molecular whispers carried on the air, forming a vast, invisible map of the forest, guiding movements and revealing hidden narratives. The allure of a flower, with its vibrant colors, is often complemented by its fragrance, a powerful, silent invitation to pollinators. The sweet perfume of a honeysuckle vine climbing over a fence in an old farmhouse garden in Vermont is not just for human enjoyment. It's a precisely crafted chemical message, beckoning a bumblebee to visit, promising a reward of nectar in exchange for its help in carrying pollen. This is a gentle, symbiotic conversation where scent acts as the primary medium, leading to the continuation of life through subtle, mutual benefit. Beyond scent, there is the intricate world of sound, often operating at frequencies far beyond our human hearing. Think of the soft, continuous chirps and clicks of bats navigating the night sky above a Texas ranch. using echolocation to map their surroundings and locate their prey. These are high-frequency bursts of sound, imperceptible to our ears, but creating a detailed auditory landscape for the bats, allowing them to see with sound. Or consider the low-frequency rumblings of elephants communicating across vast distances in the plains of Africa, vibrations that travel through the ground, conveying messages far beyond the reach of their trumpeting calls. Even within the quiet soil, there are subtle vibrations. A delicate earthworm tunneling beneath the surface in a fertile garden bed might send out faint vibrations that signal its presence to a nearby mole, or warn it of an approaching predator above ground. These are not dramatic tremors, but gentle, rhythmic pulses, a hidden language of touch and pressure conveyed through the solid earth, revealing another layer of unspoken communication within the ecosystem. The very ground itself becomes a medium for subtle conversation. Then there is the mesmerizing language of light, beyond what we've previously discussed. While bioluminescence is a direct production of light, many creatures communicate through the subtle manipulation of reflected light or patterns. The intricate, iridescent patterns on the wings of a butterfly fluttering through a sunny meadow in Colorado are not just for beauty. They can signal its species to a potential mate or warn a predator of its toxicity. The changing colors of a chameleon blending into the leaves of a tree in Florida are not merely camouflage, but can also convey its mood or health to other chameleons, a silent, visual dialogue. Even plants engage in these hidden conversations. Beneath the forest floor, the vast mycorrhizal networks of fungi connect the roots of different trees, forming an underground internet. Through these fungal threads, trees can exchange nutrients, water, and even chemical alarm signals, warning neighboring trees of an impending pest infestation. A majestic oak in a deep forest in Pennsylvania might share vital resources with a smaller, struggling sapling of a different species, a testament to the cooperative intelligence woven into the very fabric of the ecosystem. This silent, subterranean exchange is a profound example of unseen communication and mutual support. This understanding of hidden conversations deepens our appreciation for the subtlety of nature. It teaches us to listen with more than just our ears, to observe with more than just our eyes, and to sense with a profound, open awareness. It encourages us to recognize that the world around us is constantly speaking, constantly exchanging information, even in its quietest moments. This gentle, pervasive dialogue reminds us that true connection often transcends words, residing in the intuitive understanding that arises from deep observation and quiet presence. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the hidden conversations of the senses. Imagine the forest alive with subtle whispers of scent, faint vibrations through the earth, and delicate, unspoken signals carried on the air. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing this vast, intricate network of communication, this ceaseless flow of information that binds all living things in a harmonious dance. There is no urgency here, only a gentle, rhythmic hum of interconnectedness, each part playing its role in the silent symphony of life. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the earth's boundless wisdom and the soothing embrace of its living, whispering tapestry. As the hidden conversations of the senses gently drift from our awareness, having deepened our appreciation for the subtle languages woven throughout ecosystems, our journey now expands its perspective to embrace the sheer richness and abundance of life on our planet, the vibrant, boundless tapestry of biodiversity. Imagine this not as a static collection of separate elements, but as an endlessly intricate, swirling pattern of colors, textures, and forms, each unique and essential, much like the dazzling kaleidoscope of wildflowers blooming across a vast prairie in the American Midwest, or the countless distinct grains of sand forming the immense, shifting dunes in the New Mexico desert. Our Earth is a living masterpiece of diversity. From the tiniest unseen microbe inhabiting a single droplet of morning dew on a blade of grass in rural Georgia, to the mightiest blue whale gliding through the deep, silent currents off the coast of California. Every single living thing represents a unique expression of life's boundless creativity. This astounding variety of life, the different species, the genetic variations within those species, and the myriad of ecosystems they inhabit is what we call biodiversity. It is the very pulse of our planet's vitality, the profound wealth of its living systems. Consider, for a moment, a coral reef ecosystem in the warm, clear waters of the Florida Keys. At first glance, it might appear as a riot of color and movement, but look closer, and you'll see an extraordinary example of biodiversity in action. Hundreds, even thousands, of different species of coral, each with its own unique shape and texture, form the very foundation of this underwater city. Within their intricate structures, countless fish of every imaginable size, color, and pattern dart and shimmer. Tiny crabs scuttle across the sandy floor, delicate anemones wave their tentacles, and sea turtles glide gracefully overhead. Each creature plays a specific role, no matter how small, contributing to the overall health and resilience of the entire reef. The strength of this tapestry lies precisely in its diversity. If one type of fish were to decline, another species might adapt to fill its role, or its predators might shift their diet to other available prey. If one species of coral were to be affected by a slight change in water conditions, other, more resilient species could continue to build the reef's structure. This layered complexity, this abundance of distinct pathways and connections, makes the entire system robust and adaptable, allowing it to gently absorb changes and maintain its overall harmony. It is a profound lesson in resilience, demonstrating that true strength lies not in uniformity, but in richness and variety. Think of it as a vast, cosmic orchestra, playing an endless, intricate symphony. Each species is a unique instrument, with its own particular sound and melody. The deep hum of the double bass, the soaring notes of the violin, the delicate whisper of the flute all combine to create a grand, harmonious composition. If one instrument were missing, the symphony would still play, but it would lose a part of its richness, a nuance of its beauty. The more instruments, the more diverse the sounds, the more robust and complete the symphony becomes. This boundless tapestry is also a testament to life's inherent capacity for innovation and adaptation over vast stretches of time. Every unique form, every specialized behavior, every intricate biological process has evolved through countless generations, fine-tuned by the gentle pressures of natural selection. A tiny, specialized beetle that only feeds on one type of plant in a remote forest in the Pacific Northwest, or a rare amphibian perfectly adapted to the unique conditions of a single cave system in Kentucky. These are not accidental creations, but profound expressions of life's patient ingenuity, finding countless ways to thrive within the Earth's diverse niches. The beauty of biodiversity is not just in the individual species, but in the interplay between them. It's the graceful arc of a bald eagle soaring over the rivers of Alaska, reflecting the health of the fish populations below. It's the quiet buzz of a bee moving from blossom to blossom in a sprawling orchard in Washington state, a silent, vital link between the fruit we enjoy and the endless cycle of bloom. It's the subtle dance between predator and prey, the unseen exchange between plants and the soil microbes that nourish them. These interactions create a dynamic, living system, perpetually in motion, endlessly fascinating. And while we often focus on the grand, majestic creatures, The tapestry of biodiversity is equally dependent on the smallest and most humble forms of life. The vast majority of species on Earth are microscopic bacteria, archaea, fungi, and protists, those unseen architects of decomposition, nutrient cycling, and countless other fundamental processes. Without their tireless, quiet work in every soil sample, every drop of water, every living body, the grander ecosystems could not exist. They are the invisible stitches, the delicate knots that hold the entire fabric together, working diligently in the profound quiet. This deep appreciation for the vibrant, boundless tapestry of biodiversity can bring a profound sense of humility and awe. It reminds us that we are but one thread, one species, among countless others, each playing its unique and vital role. It encourages us to cultivate a sense of gentle respect for all forms of life, recognizing their inherent value and their essential contribution to the grand, ongoing miracle of our living planet. This understanding dissolves the illusion of our own singular importance and replaces it with a gentle, encompassing sense of unity and shared existence. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the vibrant, boundless tapestry of biodiversity. Imagine the countless forms of life, each unique and beautiful, interwoven in a complex, harmonious design. Feel the immense richness, the profound resilience, and the quiet, ceaseless activity of our living planet. There is a deep peace in this boundless variety, this ceaseless innovation, this quiet, enduring interconnectedness of all living things. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the earth's boundless wisdom and the soothing embrace of its living, breathing masterpiece. As the vibrant, boundless tapestry of biodiversity gently unfurls in our mind's eye, having illuminated the intricate richness of life on Earth, our journey now turns to a fundamental, universal force that sustains it all, the luminous flow of energy, a gift from the sun. Imagine this not as a torrent, but as a gentle, unwavering current, a continuous outpouring of vital warmth and light that originates far beyond our planet, subtly permeating every leaf, every cell, every beating heart. Much like the omnipresent warmth of a sunbeam falling through a window onto a quiet living room in a cozy New England home, or the vast, silent power of a great river, like the Columbia River, steadily carving its way through the landscapes of the Pacific Northwest. At the very heart of almost all life on Earth, from the smallest blade of grass in a vast meadow in Kansas to the towering redwood in California, lies the sun. This magnificent star, our own celestial parent, is a giant, glowing furnace, perpetually sending out waves of light and warmth across the vastness of space. Its energy travels for millions of miles, an unseen, yet utterly vital, connection to our planet. It is the ultimate source of nearly all the energy that powers the intricate dance of ecosystems, a continuous benevolent gift that arrives silently, day after day. Consider the miraculous process of photosynthesis once more, but this time through the lens of energy flow. It is the purest expression of the sun's generosity on Earth, the unassuming green leaf of a plant, whether it be a tiny clover in a backyard lawn in Ohio or a vast field of corn stretching across Iowa, acts as a living receiver. Within its delicate structure, sunlight is gently captured. This captured light energy is then quietly, meticulously transformed into chemical energy, stored within the very fabric of sugars. This is the Earth's first embrace of solar energy, the quiet beginning of every food chain, the genesis of life's boundless energy. These plants, often called producers, are the initial entry points for the sun's energy into the living world. They are the patient alchemists, turning raw light into tangible nourishment. From here, this stored energy begins its gentle journey through the ecosystem. When a quiet, grazing deer in the forests of Pennsylvania nibbles on leaves or tender shoots, it absorbs that stored solar energy. The energy, originally from the sun, is now transferred to the deer, fueling its movements, its growth, and its very life. This is the first transfer of energy, a subtle, continuous flow from one living form to another. The journey of energy continues. A watchful mountain lion, gracefully stalking through the wilderness of Colorado, might eventually catch that deer. In this act, the energy that once flowed from the sun to the plant, and then to the deer, is now transferred to the mountain lion. Each step in this food chain or food web is a gentle, unhurried transfer of energy, a continuous movement from one organism to the next, like a quiet river flowing downstream, gradually nourishing everything in its path. At each step, some energy is used by the organism for its own life processes, and some is gently dissipated as heat, a soft, warm exhalation into the surrounding environment. This constant directional movement of energy from the sun to producers and then through various consumers is what maintains the vibrant pulse of every ecosystem. It's a one-way flow, unlike matter, which cycles endlessly. Energy flows through the system, powering life, and then gradually exits, returning to the vastness as ambient heat. This reminds us of the generosity of the sun, continually providing fresh energy, ensuring that life can perpetually renew itself. Think of the immense scale of this energetic flow, from the microscopic phytoplankton in the vast, deep oceans off the coast of California, quietly capturing sunlight and forming the base of nearly all marine life, to the towering forests of the Pacific Northwest, absorbing vast quantities of solar energy. The sun's influence is truly global. Every breath taken by a living creature, every movement made, every beat of a heart, is ultimately powered by this ancient, luminous gift from our star. It connects every living thing on Earth in a profound, invisible web of shared energy. Even when organisms perish, the energy they once held continues its journey. Decomposers, the humble bacteria, fungi, and worms in the rich soil of an old farm in Mississippi, gently break down organic matter, releasing the last remnants of stored energy and returning vital nutrients to the soil. This subtle process closes the loop on matter cycling, preparing the ground for new life to once again embrace the sun's radiant gift. The energy dissipates, but the cycle of life, supported by this continuous influx of solar light, begins anew. This understanding of energy flow, this luminous river originating from the sun and flowing through all living things, brings a profound sense of interconnectedness and gratitude. It reminds us that we are all deeply reliant on this external source of light and warmth, and that our very existence is a continuous gift from the cosmos. It fosters a gentle reverence for the sun, not as a distant, abstract entity, but as a direct, nurturing presence, patiently sustaining the intricate dance of life on Earth. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the luminous flow of energy, a gift from the sun. Imagine the gentle capture of sunlight by every green leaf, the soft transfer of energy through the food web, and the continuous renewal that this fundamental flow enables. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing this vast, unhurried current, this ceaseless source of vitality that permeates every living thing. There is no urgency here, only a gentle, rhythmic hum of universal nourishment, each part receiving and passing on the precious gift of light. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the sun's enduring generosity and the soothing embrace of its life-giving light. As the luminous flow of energy, a continuous gift from the sun, softly permeates our understanding, having illuminated the vital sustenance that powers all life, our journey now expands its reach to encompass an even grander perspective, the delicate, self-regulating balance of Earth's vast systems. Imagine our planet not merely as a collection of separate continents and oceans, but as a single, immense, living organism, constantly breathing, circulating, and adjusting its intricate internal processes, much like the gentle, rhythmic beating of a human heart, sustaining life with silent, unwavering precision, or the intricate, self-adjusting gears of a grand, ancient clock in a quiet museum, tirelessly marking the passage of time. Our Earth is a masterpiece of interconnected cycles, a symphony of movements that have been unfolding for billions of years, maintaining the conditions necessary for life to flourish. These aren't random occurrences. They are profound, patient processes that work in harmonious concert, constantly seeking equilibrium. Think of the water cycle, that ceaseless journey of moisture across our planet. Water gently evaporates from the vast surfaces of oceans, like the shimmering expanse of the Pacific off the coast of California, silently rising into the atmosphere as an invisible vapor. It then condenses to form clouds, like soft, ethereal blankets drifting across the skies of the Great Plains. Eventually, it falls back to Earth as rain or snow, nourishing the thirsty soil of a Montana forest or refilling the vast aquifers beneath the deserts of Arizona. This continuous movement of water is not just about hydration, it's a profound distributor of energy and life. It carries warmth from the tropics toward the poles and transports vital nutrients across landscapes, shaping ecosystems from the lush rainforests of the Pacific Northwest to the arid beauty of the Southwest. Every drop of water is a tiny traveler, participating in a global ballet that ensures every part of the planet receives its share of this life-giving element. It's a testament to the Earth's profound generosity, its ceaseless capacity for renewal, ensuring that life can perpetually flourish through endless cycles of creation and restoration. Then, consider the carbon cycle, a silent, intricate dance that we touched upon in the forest's breath. Carbon, the very building block of life, moves constantly between the atmosphere, oceans, land, and living organisms. Trees in a dense forest in Oregon quietly absorb carbon dioxide. Creatures, from the smallest insect to the largest whale, release it. The oceans absorb vast quantities of it, acting as immense, deep reservoirs, like a hidden ancient library, storing countless volumes of Earth's history. This continuous movement of carbon, cycling from living to non-living forms and back again, is a fundamental planetary process, maintaining the atmospheric composition necessary for a stable climate. These cycles, the water cycle, the carbon cycle, and countless others like the nitrogen cycle, which silently transforms essential gases in the soil, or the oxygen cycle, intertwined with the breath of plants, are all intricately linked. They form a vast, seamless web of interactions, constantly influencing each other, adjusting and rebalancing in response to countless subtle shifts. It's like a grand, cosmic mobile, where every delicate piece is connected to every other, and a gentle movement in one part subtly reverberates throughout the entire structure, demonstrating the profound interconnectedness that defines our living planet. This inherent ability of Earth's systems to maintain themselves, to gently correct deviations and return to a state of balance, is known as homeostasis. It's the planet's innate wisdom, its self-regulating mechanism, a profound testament to its capacity for resilience, even when faced with disturbances Whether natural events like volcanic eruptions or the more recent impacts of human activity, the Earth's systems possess an immense, unhurried capacity to adjust, to absorb, and to gradually find a new equilibrium. This is not a dramatic, sudden snap back into place, but a patient, persistent, often imperceptible drift towards rebalancing, much like a great ship slowly but surely correcting its course across a vast ocean. The Earth's ability to regulate its temperature, to maintain its atmospheric composition, and to cycle its vital resources is a silent marvel. It's a system so vast and so complex that its intricate workings often escape our immediate notice, yet its effects are felt in every breath we take, every drop of water we drink, and every moment of stable climate we experience. This profound, self-organizing intelligence speaks to a deep, underlying harmony that permeates our world, a quiet reassurance that even in the face of apparent chaos, there is an enduring order. Allow yourself to feel the comforting embrace of this planetary balance now. Imagine the vast, unseen currents of water and air flowing across continents, regulating temperatures and nourishing ecosystems. Feel the gentle, continuous cycles of carbon and oxygen, moving silently between the living and the non-living, sustaining the very air you breathe. There is a deep peace in realizing that you are an integral part of this grand, self-regulating system, held within its vast, benevolent embrace, your own body, in its intricate balance of temperature, chemistry, and breath, mirrors this planetary wisdom, a tiny ecosystem within the grand cosmic design. This profound understanding cultivates a sense of trust in the natural world, a gentle letting go of the need to control every outcome. It encourages us to appreciate the immense, patient forces that operate far beyond our individual comprehension, and to find our own place within their unhurried rhythms. There is immense comfort in knowing that the earth itself is tirelessly working, constantly striving for balance, ensuring the continuity of life in its myriad forms, from the quiet resilience of an ecosystem in the vast swamps of Louisiana to the delicate balance of life in the arid deserts of Nevada. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the delicate, self-regulating balance of Earth's vast systems. Imagine the continuous, gentle flow of water, air, and vital elements, maintaining the perfect conditions for life. Feel the immense wisdom of our planet, its ceaseless capacity for gentle adjustment and profound resilience. There is no urgency here, only a quiet, rhythmic hum of planetary harmony, each part working together to sustain the whole. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the Earth's enduring wisdom and the soothing embrace of its living, breathing balance. As the delicate, self-regulating balance of Earth's vast system softly resonates within our awareness, having shown us the profound interconnectedness and resilience of our living planet, our journey now expands outwards, far beyond Earth's embrace, to contemplate the ancient whisper of stardust in our very being. Imagine this not as a fleeting memory, but as a deep, resonant echo, a timeless connection linking every cell in your body to the most distant reaches of the cosmos. Much like the gentle, pervasive glow of the Milky Way arching across a pristine night sky in the quiet wilderness of Utah, or the subtle gravitational pull of a distant moon shaping the vast, unhurried tides along the rugged coast of Washington State. For eons before our sun ignited, before our earth coalesced from swirling dust and gas, the raw materials of existence were forged in the fiery hearts of stars. These colossal, luminous furnaces, spanning countless light years across the vastness of the universe, lived out their magnificent lives, burning with an unimaginable brilliance, and in their final, spectacular acts, the gentle, dying exhalations of smaller stars, or the awe-inspiring, silent explosions of massive stars, known as supernovae. They release the very elements that make up our world, and indeed, every fiber of your being, out into the boundless cosmos. Think of the hydrogen and helium, the lightest elements, formed in the earliest moments of the universe's grand beginning. But heavier elements, the carbon that forms the backbone of all organic life, the oxygen we breathe, the iron in our blood, the calcium in our bones, these were not present at the dawn of time. They were patiently, meticulously cooked in the nuclear crucibles of ancient stars over billions of years, deep within their luminous cores. Each star, in its quiet, diligent life and its eventual, magnificent death, was an unseen alchemist, transforming raw energy into the building blocks of planets, oceans, and life itself. When these ancient stars reached the end of their long, patient lives, they gently scattered these newly forged elements across the vast interstellar medium, like a benevolent gardener sowing seeds across an immense, fertile field. These clouds of cosmic dust and gas, enriched with the elemental legacy of countless generations of stars, then became the raw material for new solar systems, our own solar system, including our sun and all its planets, including Earth, condensed from just such a cloud of recycled stardust, billions of years after the first stars had lived and died. This profound truth means that every atom in your body, every breath you take, every thought you think, carries within it the ancient legacy of stars, the carbon in your DNA, the oxygen in your lungs, the iron in your red blood cells. Each of these particles embarked on an unimaginably long journey, traveling through the heart of distant stars, through the cold vacuum of space, through the swirling chaos of a nascent solar system, before finally finding its home within the intricate living architecture of your body. You are, quite literally, a walking, breathing, dreaming collection of cosmic dust, a unique and luminous testament to the universe's unending creativity. This understanding is not merely a scientific fact, it is a profoundly poetic truth. It dissolves the illusion of separation, revealing an intimate and timeless connection between your individual being and the vast, silent grandeur of the cosmos. When you look up at the night sky, at the countless shimmering stars above the quiet cornfields of Iowa, or the majestic peaks of the Grand Teton Mountains in Wyoming, you are not just observing distant objects, you are gazing upon your own distant relatives, the ancient architects of your very existence. There is a deep, resonant peace in this belonging, a quiet reassurance that you are an integral part of something immensely greater and infinitely ancient. The elements within you have witnessed the birth of galaxies, the quiet dance of nebulae, and the formation of countless worlds. They have endured immense pressures, unimaginable temperatures, and vast stretches of cosmic time. And yet, here they are, assembled into the unique and beautiful form that is you, patiently performing the silent, intricate work of life. This remarkable journey of your constituent atoms speaks to the resilience and persistence of matter, its endless capacity for transformation and recombination into new and wondrous forms. This concept also simplifies the perceived complexity of our existence. At a fundamental level, we are all made of the same basic building blocks as the stars, the planets, and the comets drifting through the interstellar void. We are not separate from the universe. We are a vibrant, breathing expression of the universe itself, temporarily arranged into a complex and conscious form. This perspective can bring a profound sense of unity and humility, dissolving the anxieties of individual isolation and replacing them with the comforting embrace of cosmic belonging. So, as you continue to rest, Allow your mind to gently drift into this profound understanding of the ancient whisper of stardust in your very being. Imagine the countless atoms within you, each a tiny traveler, having journeyed from the hearts of ancient stars to reside within you. Feel the deep, resonant connection between your breath and the vast, silent exhalations of dying suns. There is a profound peace in this timeless belonging, this quiet realization that you are an integral, luminous part of the boundless cosmos. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the universe's enduring wisdom and the soothing embrace of its cosmic stardust lullaby. As the ancient whisper of stardust in our very being gently settles, having connected us to the cosmic origins of all matter, our journey now gently descends back towards Earth, bringing us to a profound and grounding realization, the quiet wisdom whispered by nature's resilience. Imagine this not as a fleeting whisper in the wind, but as a deep, resonant hum, an enduring truth woven into the very fabric of every forest, every mountain, every river, much like the unwavering strength of an ancient oak tree in a quiet clearing in Georgia, having withstood countless storms, or the calm, relentless flow of the Colorado River, carving canyons over eons with silent, patient power. Our natural world, in all its breathtaking beauty and intricate complexity, is a living testament to an innate, profound resilience. It is a continuous, gentle cycle of growth, decay, and renewal, always striving for balance, always finding a way to persist, even in the face of immense challenges. Think of a vast forest in Yellowstone National Park after a sweeping wildfire. At first glance, the landscape might seem devastated, charred and desolate, like a painting stripped of its color. Yet, beneath the blackened surface, life quietly begins its patient work of rebirth. Tiny seeds, dormant for years, might be triggered by the very heat of the fire, beginning to sprout. Pioneer plants, hardy and determined, slowly colonize the scorched earth. Over decades, new growth emerges, first as tender shoots, then as young trees, gradually restoring the vibrant green canopy. This is nature's quiet, powerful promise of renewal, a gentle demonstration that endings are always, in essence, new beginnings. This resilience is not a sudden, dramatic event. It is a slow, unhurried unfolding, a process that often takes years, decades, or even centuries, mirroring the immense patience of geological time. The subtle changes in a mountain range over millennia, the gradual erosion that carves valleys, the slow deposition of sediment that builds fertile deltas. These are all expressions of nature's enduring power to adapt, to transform, and to find new forms of equilibrium. There is a deep comfort in this immense patience, a reassurance that profound change often occurs not with a sudden shock, but with a quiet, persistent grace. Consider the oceans, vast and ancient, enduring countless storms and seismic shifts. Yet, beneath their turbulent surfaces, life persists with remarkable tenacity. Delicate coral reefs, though vulnerable, possess an astonishing capacity to rebuild themselves over time, growing slowly, meticulously, one tiny polyp at a time. Fish populations, even after periods of decline, can often rebound when given the chance, demonstrating the inherent capacity for life to replenish itself. The ocean's vastness and its ceaseless motion are a testament to its profound resilience, a continuous flow that gently reclaims and restores, much like the rhythmic, unending ebb and flow of tides along the entire coastline of the United States. The wisdom whispered by nature's resilience is also about interconnectedness and cooperation. In an ecosystem, Every species plays a role, and the health of the whole depends on the health of its parts. When one part is stressed, others can often compensate, creating a collective strength that is greater than the sum of its individual components. Think of the intricate food webs we explored earlier, or the hidden fungal networks beneath the forest floor. These are systems designed for mutual support and collective endurance. They teach us that true strength often lies not in isolation, but in belonging, in contributing to a larger, shared vitality. This resilience is deeply woven into the cycles of life and death. Death in nature is not an end, but a transformation, a return of energy and nutrients to the cycle of renewal. When an animal perishes in a silent forest in Michigan, its body gently nourishes the soil, providing sustenance for new plant growth, which in turn feeds other creatures. It's a continuous recycling, a profound understanding that nothing is truly lost, but simply changes form, perpetually contributing to the ongoing tapestry of life. This acceptance of natural cycles can bring a deep sense of peace, dissolving our anxieties about endings and replacing them with a quiet faith in the continuous flow of existence. Nature's resilience offers profound lessons for our own lives. It teaches us to embrace change not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth and adaptation. It encourages us to cultivate our own inner strength, our capacity to bend without breaking, to find new pathways when old ones are blocked, just as a resilient plant finds a way to grow through a crack in concrete. So too can we find creative solutions and renewed purpose in the face of life's challenges. This is a gentle reminder that an innate capacity for healing and renewal resides within each of us, waiting to be acknowledged and trusted. Allow yourself to feel the deep, comforting resonance of nature's quiet wisdom now. Imagine the ancient forests slowly regenerating, the vast oceans quietly restoring themselves, the persistent life that finds a way to flourish even in the harshest environments. Feel the profound patience, the enduring strength, and the ceaseless capacity for renewal that permeates the natural world. There is a deep peace in this unwavering resilience, this quiet promise that life always finds a way, always strives for balance, always returns to a state of harmonious being. This understanding can dissolve anxieties about imperfection or setbacks, replacing them with a quiet faith in your own inherent capacity for growth and restoration. So, as you continue to rest, allow your mind to drift into this profound image of the quiet wisdom whispered by nature's resilience. Imagine the Earth's systems gently adjusting, adapting, and renewing themselves with unwavering patience. Feel the profound peace that comes from recognizing this ceaseless capacity for life to persist and to thrive, even through adversity. There is no urgency here, only a gentle, rhythmic hum of enduring strength, each part playing its role in the grand, continuous dance of renewal. Let this awareness lull you deeper into your own tranquil slumber, a quiet surrender to the earth's boundless wisdom and the soothing embrace of its timeless, resilient heart. As the quiet wisdom whispered by nature's resilience gently deepens our understanding, having illuminated the earth's enduring capacity for renewal, our journey now reaches its final, most profound destination, drifting into the boundless tapestry of cosmic dreams. This isn't an end, but a gentle, seamless transition, an invitation to surrender fully to the most profound and restorative mystery of our own existence, the nightly descent into the limitless realms of subconscious creation and universal connection. It's like stepping from the quiet, starlit edge of a vast national park, like Zion in Utah, into its deeper, more mysterious heart, where ancient rock formations whisper secrets and the Milky Way shimmers above, a silent, illuminating presence. Think of sleep not as a mere cessation of being, a simple pause in the day's activity, but as a deeper, more profound form of awareness, a vital journey inward to the very source of physical repair, mental insight, and emotional equilibrium. It is in sleep that the diligent body quietly repairs its cells and tissues, mending the subtle wear and tear accumulated throughout the day. It's when the active mind sorts through the day's countless experiences, gently weaving them into the intricate tapestry of memory and understanding, consolidating lessons learned and moments cherished. This nightly ritual is a fundamental biological imperative, yet it holds within it the profound elegance of a meticulously designed system, a silent, internal architecture built for your complete restoration. It's a nightly return to a state of quiet, intuitive processing, a graceful, unhurried unwinding, much like the gentle, rhythmic lapping of waves on a quiet, remote beach along the coast of Maine. Just as the luminous flow of energy from the sun continuously nourishes Earth's ecosystems, and the ancient stardust within us connects us to the cosmos, so too does our waking consciousness gently dissolve into the vast, shimmering mystery of sleep. The active, analytical mind, which grapples with facts and figures, weighs decisions, and plans for the future, quietly recedes, its tireless work for the day complete. In its place, a different kind of intelligence begins to emerge, the ancient, creative, intuitive, and profoundly restorative wisdom of the subconscious. It's a graceful letting go, a gentle release from the conscious grip of thought into the boundless, shimmering ocean of dreams, a descent into quiet knowing, much like a tiny boat on a vast, calm lake slowly drifting away from the shore in the heart of Minnesota, its destination unknown but its journey peaceful. Imagine your lingering thoughts now as gentle, wispy strands of cosmic dust, slowly drifting across a vast, empty sky, perhaps like those seen silently rolling through the quiet expanse above the Arizona desert at dawn. Each thought appears, lingers for a brief moment, and then softly drifts away, carried effortlessly by the subtle currents of your rhythmic breath. There's no need to grasp at them, no need to follow their fleeting course, no need to understand their origin. Simply observe their silent passage, recognizing that their ephemeral nature is a part of the natural rhythm, a quiet preparation for the profound stillness that awaits you. This peaceful observation allows your mind to unburden itself, shedding the day's concerns like a tree gently sheds its autumn leaves in the quiet forests of Vermont, preparing for winter's deep rest. The universe, in its boundless wisdom and magnificent design, orchestrated this nightly retreat for all living things, this fundamental rhythm of rest and activity, darkness and light, from the smallest microbe in a hidden pond to the largest whale traversing the deep oceans. Every living thing on Earth engages in some form of sleep or deep rest, a testament to its universal importance and its deeply embedded role in the fabric of life. It is a dedicated time for integration, for quiet assimilation, for the subtle, intricate work of renewal that happens far beneath the surface of our conscious awareness. It is the universe's gentle way of ensuring continuity, of maintaining balance, of allowing life to flourish and thrive through endless cycles of creation and restoration, much like the relentless yet patient flow of the Mississippi River from its origins in Minnesota to the vast Gulf of Mexico. Consider the remarkable act of dreaming. When we enter the realm of dreams, our minds embark on fantastical journeys, creating vivid landscapes, improbable narratives, and profound symbols with effortless ease. These dreams are like miniature universes, spontaneously generated from the raw material of our daily experiences, yet unfolding with their own unique logic and surreal beauty. They are the mind's profound way of playing, of exploring hidden connections, of processing information in a nonlinear, intuitive fashion, untethered from the constraints of waking reality. It's a testament to the mind's boundless creativity and its inherent capacity for wonder, even in its most relaxed and uninhibited state. In dreams, the deepest parts of us communicate through metaphor, guiding us gently towards inner understanding, much like the ancient petroglyphs carved into the red rocks of the American Southwest whisper stories to those who take the time to truly see them. Just as the hidden luminosities we've contemplated throughout our journey from the silent glow of fungi in the forest to the self-generated lights of deep-sea creatures, or the pervasive, ancient light of the cosmos, beckon us to embrace the unseen with a sense of awe and wonder. So too does sleep invite us to embrace the profound mystery of our own inner world. It's a sacred space where the boundaries of what we perceive as possible gently blur and dissolve, where the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary, and where the most profound truths can reveal themselves through the subtle, unspoken language of intuition and symbol. This nightly surrender is an act of deep trust, a quiet faith in the wisdom of our own being, much like the unwavering trust a farmer places in the quiet, unseen growth of seeds beneath the fertile soil of the Great Plains. There is a profound peace in this surrender, a deep sense of liberation that comes from simply letting go, to allow the worries of the day, the endless to-do lists, the lingering thoughts about what was or what might be, to gently fall away from your awareness, much like the final, soft droplets of rain after a long cleansing storm settles over a vast, open landscape. To trust implicitly that the universe, in its elegant and benevolent design, has orchestrated this essential period of restorative rest, and that by yielding to it, by simply allowing yourself to drift, we are aligning ourselves with a fundamental, healing rhythm that has sustained life for eons. It's a release from effort, a gentle glide into effortless being, a quiet acceptance of the inherent wisdom of the cosmos flowing through you, much like a leaf gently carried downstream by a slow, meandering river in the tranquil wilderness of Montana. As you feel your body becoming even heavier now, sinking deeper and deeper into the soft, yielding embrace of your resting place, allow your breath to become even slower, even more profound. A gentle sigh of contentment. Each inhale is a quiet drawing in of peace, a breath of pure, ambient tranquility. Each exhale is a soft, complete release of any remaining tension, any lingering resistance, any final thought. Imagine your consciousness as a vast, quiet lake in the heart of Minnesota, its surface now perfectly still, calm and undisturbed, reflecting the soft, distant lights of the night sky above, unruffled by any ripple or current. This deep, internal stillness is your natural state, always accessible, always ready to welcome you. This is the boundless tapestry of cosmic dreams, a master design woven into the very fabric of our existence. It is a period of profound internal creation, a nightly renaissance where the mind, unburdened by the conscious demands of waking life, quietly constructs the intricate pathways for clarity, for insight, and for renewed physical and mental energy. It's where the disparate pieces of the day are gently assembled and integrated into a coherent whole, like a meticulous artisan crafting a masterpiece in silence within a quiet workshop in rural New Hampshire. And it is here, in this deep, restorative quiet, that the seeds of future ideas, inspirations, and breakthroughs are quietly sown, nurtured by the boundless wisdom of your subconscious, waiting to blossom with the new day. Much like wildflowers patiently unfurl their petals under the gentle warmth of the morning sun across the prairies of Oklahoma. So, let the final image be one of ultimate tranquility yourself, gently sinking into a boundless, soft sea of cosmic starlight, each particle a shimmering thought, each wave a gentle, lulling breath. You are safe, you are held, you are part of an infinitely patient and wise universe that orchestrates your rest with the same effortless grace and profound balance that it guides the stars through their vast celestial paths and shapes the majestic galaxies across the cosmos. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to understand, nothing left to strive for, only to surrender fully to the beautiful, silent unfolding of sleep, the quiet embrace of the universal dream, a luminous and endless journey where peace reigns eternal.